Mochi and Kana, the shattered charm of Evernix. In a crooked old house where the floorboards creaked secrets and the shadows whispered lullabies, lived two Burmese sisters, Mochi and Kana. Their fur was velvet dusk, their eyes sharp with mischief. They crept like whispers and tumbled like storms. One grey-skied afternoon, Mochi launched herself from the windowsill with a gleeful chirp, landed squarely on Kana's unsuspecting tail. A brush tail, a scrabble. The chase began. Through velvet curtains and across precarious shelves, over relics they absolutely weren't meant to touch. Their footsteps echoed like distant thunder. Above them, nestled high in the dust and the shadow, something ancient stirred and watched. Mochi leapt atop a tower of old tomes. Kana followed, her tail a question mark. Neither saw the shelf tremble, neither heard the first crack. When Mochi spun, swift and smug, her paw grazed a dangling charm. It fell, slow, inevitable, bounced once, and shattered. From the shards bled pale light, not golden firelight, but a strange, throbbing glow, cool and ripping like moonlight on deep water. The air warped, the walls trembled, and then, like a page torn from a storybook, the world split open. They fell, weightless, tumbling, laughing turned to silence. Colours streamed past, silver like frozen breath, rose gold like twilight, sea glass green like memories. They landed softly, breath caught in wonder. Beneath their paws, grass shimmered like silk. Around them, a dream unfurled. Floating archways, sky gardens, rivers of light. Crystal trees whispered. Star creatures watched from hedgerows aglow with quiet magic. High above, lanterns floated like luminous jellyfish in a sea of clouds. Kana's tail twitched. Mochi's ears flicked. They turned to each other with grins sharp as secrets. Let's explore. Evernix unfolded like a story they were writing with their paws. Kana danced through fields of glowing blossoms, chasing butterflies spun from glass and flame. Mochi bounded across mushroom steps, nipping at floating lanterns. They shrieked with laughter. Their mischief was changing the balance of the world. Petals blackened, the river blinked, glitched. But still they raced, through whispering reeds now bent and broken. Above, the sky dimmed, stained in bruised purple. Clockwork clouds began to churn. Evernix was no longer smiling, and the kittens didn't see it frown. A tremor curled through the ground like a warning. Metal groaned in the heavens. "This is your fault," Kana hissed. "No, you shoved me," snapped Mochi. Their voices rang hollow. Everything froze. Rivers halted mid-ripple. Lanterns winked out. Trees collapsed into cruel silhouettes. Smoke coiled low, thick with a scent of rust and regret. A jagged crack split the soil, and from it emerged a vine of tarnished brass, tickled with menace. Back to back, fur bristling, eyes wide, they realised they hadn't just broken a charm, they were unmaking Evernix. Silence, and then, from the ash, a faint shimmer, a shard, the charm's heart. It pulsed faint but steady. Within it danced memories, the leap, the fall, the joy, the ruin. And then a voice, soft as dusk on velvet. Evernix lives through balance, not chaos. Mochi's gaze met Kana's. No claws, no blame, just breath, just stillness. They had cracked more than glass. Now they would need to mend together. No more tearing through wonder. They moved slowly now, side by side, careful, gentle. Mochi raised fallen lanterns, whispered them back to light. Kana straightened bent reeds, brushing ash from their tips. To the trembling shadow creatures they spoke with soft meows and slow blinks. The creatures emerged, tentative and trusting. With every step colour returned. The sky softened, rivers flowed, flowers bloomed from soot. Landscapes, once fractured, healed behind their paws. No longer reckless shadows, they were now guardians. Atop a hill of blooming light, the charm shard hovered, whole once more, radiant. The air sighed in relief. A breeze curled through their fur like forgiveness. With a crystalline charm, a portal spiraled open. Inside, lamplight, the worn grain floorboards, the scent of home and hearth. They turned one last time to the glowing world, the creatures waving farewell. Then they leapt, shoulder to shoulder, into the light. The study was quiet. The charm sat once more upon its shelf, restored, silent. Sunlight slanted through the curtains. Dust hung in peace. Mochi curled on the rug. Kana joined her, nestling close. No mischief, no chase. Just two sisters, tangled in sunlight and dreams. And the soft promise of Evernix, safe and waiting, just in case. Bonus curiosities, whispers from the shadows. Not all magic fits neatly between the pages. Here you'll find curious sketches, wayward visions, and glimpses of Mochi and Kana as they might have been. A gallery of wonder from the world of Evernix and beyond.